December the 23rd, 1990, Sunday, Fayetteville, Tennessee. We're in the midst of what you call a water spout or a flood. These scenes are on Old Mulberry Road going into Fayetteville. There's the old horse barn. Looks like it's nearly underwater. Extremely high water. Well, we'll move on and seen from Old Mulberry Road. You can see the bridge across the bypass there. This is on top of the bypass bridge, looking down at old Vernon Spurlock's trucks. Look like they're nearly underwater. Yeah, you can see them there. Water's up pretty high, up to the motor of them old trucks. Water, water everywhere. Well, this is King Park. You can see how the water is really up. That's the bridge across 64 Highway there. And that's the little picnic stands out in the park. Now this water is really high. Look at that one right there. I mean, that water is nearly up to the top of that little park thing. There's another one. Way over there you can see that's the old livestock market. Looks like that thing is all underwater. And there's the restrooms. I bet they're kind of full of water. They'd be pretty easy to flush, wouldn't they? And there's the bread place. I don't know if they're underwater or not, but they're close to it. They've moved their vehicles up to high ground anyway. Well, we'll move on. The road going over to the Cow Palace and Bozo's place. You can see the water is extreme. In fact, let me zoom in on, that's the Cow Palace right there. And that's Quick's auction barn. Looked like it's about waist deep in Quick's auction barn to me. And there's the old stockyards. Then you can see right there's the part of the bridge. There's where you would go across. It's up to the top of them little railings. But that old Cow Palace must be completely underwater. Looked like it's up where that old truck was. Of course, it could be a optical illusion by being on this side of the water. I'm not sure, but it certainly looks high. You see all down there in them bottoms. We're on the bypass. This is December the 23rd, Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. Fayetteville, Tennessee. This is Norris Street. You can see all the water. Norris Street is closed, and there's the businesses over there where you cross Norris Creek Bridge. That's the old BP oil company. Boy, there's a terrific fog this morning coming off of this water. Zoom way out, and all down in there is the old river bottoms where the old radio station used to be. Of course, it's gone if it was there, and there's the new dentist place they built. It's high enough that it's out of water, but see all the water behind it. The old flood. Well, we'll move on. We're down at the bridge where you cross Norris Creek just before it goes into Elk River. You can see how high it is across the bypass there. I mean, that water, it's still passable through the bypass, but it's backed up to where it's across there. And then over there on the side, you can see the filtration plant. That booger is flat underwater too. That building way up on that. I believe this is the highest water that I've seen in my life here. I mean, it is high. We got water everywhere. Of course, some of the roads are blocked off, some of them are not. Quite a bit of traffic on this bypass. You can see over there, that's the old bottoms where old Frank Higgins combined beans all the time. That water must be about 10, 12 feet deep, all out in that bottom. Looks like the ocean there, all that junk washed up. Well, we're going to move on. We're back on the other side of the bridge on the bypass. This is the house of, looks like Doctor's Building 2110. And you can see, I mean, that water is up. Oh, I don't know what that little street is, but runs in behind there and next to the creek. You can see them houses. I mean, they're nearly up to the window on that one. There's some over there, up slightly in that one. Well, we'll move on. The Elk River Bridge, that water is almost to the top of that bridge. Highest I've ever seen in my life. There's the Pizza Hut, all that stuff. About 4 foot of water in Pizza Hut, the guy said. That road's closed. You can't even get across the Big B. There, big water's up in Big B. And you can see, I mean, there's Hardee's over there. There goes some old truck over there to try it, I guess. He's going through it every once in a while. I'm not sure where he's going, but he's in the water. He's still going, but boy, is it deep. still see him going over it. Yeah, he's still a-moving. He's about 5 feet off the ground though, so that water is really big. See that old bridge, boys? Just about to the top of that bridge. I mean, that is something. Well, we'll move on over and see if I can get on the bridge. Back on the bridge now. There comes that old truck back over. You can see how high it is down there in front of Hardee's. Nearly up to his radiator. I guess he's going through it just checking on it. He's still a-coming, so there he comes out of the wakes. I mean, this is something. There's old Taco Bell. It's up to their place. And there you can see the Pizza Hut, Big B Drugs, it's all in there. They ought to have some bargains on pizza now. Of course, it'll be water soaked, but that's good. Here's standing out on the old river bridge. That water going down there. I mean, that stuff is high. I could feel this bridge shaking. That old truck went across. Highest I've ever seen in my life since I've been here. Well, time to move on. We're back again. We're just past the bridge now. Stopped on the bypass, and I don't know if you can make out what that is, but over there across the way is the barbecue shack restaurant and 2 or 3 little businesses there. Well, it's too far away. Elk Lodge is over in there and some of that. Looks like it's underwater to me. Water, water everywhere. I believe that's the back of the Elk Lodge right there. Well, not too good. You can't see too foggy. Well, we'll move on. Central High School, it's not water from the river, it's just water that's collected, but there's water all round out in the back of it and probably some damage. That's the old garage there, school bus garage. You can see there's just pools of water everywhere. Even if it water everywhere. Well, let's move on. This is the south end of Hedgemont. You can see Highland Rim Construction Company and all out in there floating. There's a car up to the wheels. Looks like these people down here probably all evacuated, or nearly anyway. Lots of water everywhere you look. That's the old fairground over there. Well, let's move on. This is the front side of Central High School. You can see water's backed up all out in there. Look like it's even in the gym. If it's not in there, it's awful close. And you can see the water from the back. Good thing school's closed, because kids would get quite a vacation if it wasn't. And you can look way over in there and you can see big old tractor pulling something. Look like somebody pulling tractors out of the water. I guess that's some of Badenhop stuff, probably. That's Main Street over there. That water is flat deep. Highest I've ever seen in my life. Well, let's move on. All you got to do is just point it toward me.
It's already running.
Yeah. Look in that little eyepiece. Look at that car over there. They failed to get it out. It's all in that old museum, isn't it? That boarding plant, so to speak. How far up this street is it? Underwater.
It goes all the way up to Mulberry Avenue. I mean, not Mulberry. Maple Street.
Maple Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a car going through. That's a long ways, isn't it?
Yeah, it's up in the back of where the old Lincoln County Jail used to be.
Yeah. All these people moved out, or they stay in their houses, or you know?
No, the third house up there's still in.
With the lights on?
Yeah, that one there's still in.
Well, if you had it upstairs, or I guess you could stand on the
well, it'd be the third one on the
or something.
be the third one on the left, not the right,
yeah.
From where we're looking.
Oh, okay, I see a light up there.
Yeah.
That house right over there got 2 feet of water in the house, doesn't it? Thank you. What's your name? You a fireman or a...
Yeah, I'm a volunteer fireman.
Oh, good. Well,
Yeah, my name's Ken Dowd.
Ken Dowd. Have you seen it this high before?
No, I didn't see it in '74.
I did, and of course it was blocked out there in Main Street, but I don't believe it was this high. Or, of course, you know, that's been a long time ago and you can't remember exactly. Yeah. But it didn't look like to me. And over there at the bridge, that water's, I bet it's within 2 feet of the bottom of that new bridge going across toward Pizza Hut.
They thought the highway was washing out on the other side.
Yeah, I noticed they kept running that big old 6x every few minutes. There's a museum. Looks like it's all underwater. Across the street, Childers Concrete. It's all underwater. Old Jim Davidson's building, it must be 2 or 3 feet in it. Lots of water. Again, this is north on Lincoln Street at Maple. There comes a big old case lift with some people in there. Apparently they've been out there rescuing somebody or trying to. Look over there at Jones' welding shop. I guess he's over there taking care of that. It's all underwater. That woman that lives right next to it, her house is a little bit above the water, so she's still all right. Boy, this... Well, we'll move on. Over on South Main, down by Childers Concrete, and looking right there, Bonanza Motel sign, and there's the museum. You can see how it's underwater. Flooded, flooded, flooded. And it just won't quit raining. And you can see all out in there, Main Street. I bet it's 5 or 6 foot deep over. Look at them cars over there in that used car lot. I mean, them boogers are underwater. A lot of work at the museum. I wonder if they got all them artifacts out before they got underwater. Well, let's move on. Here we are down on whatever street this is, the one that runs by Williams Lumber Company. I'm just sitting in the truck because it's raining so hard. Every once in a while you see the wipers go. That water must be several feet deep up in Williams Lumber Company. There's that old tank where the gas company was. There's Williams' sign, and there's the old employment place. Take as good a pictures inside the truck, but it just won't stop raining. They've got all this road cloth. I'll step out for a second, get a few shots. Yeah, there's a car or something right in front of Williams Lumber Company. I mean, that booger may be his truck up to the hood. You can see.
Well, I'll tell you what, I understand they're going to be letting more out of Tim's Ford.
Good grief. It'll even come up higher, won't it?
Talk about another 2 feet.
Whoo-wee, another 2 feet here. That'll wreck Fayetteville nearly. A lot of places. Well, let's move on. Well, this is another scene from down on the street by Williams Lumber Company. Still in the car. It's devilish much rain. You can't get out without getting everything wet. See across the street over there, that's Norris Street. That's a little old antique shop. And that's some houses. And that's Digger's Beer Joint. Look at those cars at Digger's Joint. I mean, there's some up to the hood. You wouldn't think it'd be that time. Yeah, there's Digger's Place. You can see the sign. And on up that street, there's an old tank truck. He's pulling out of something. I bet it's even into old Gooseby's trailer up there. And there's that little old Locks, or used to be Lock store. That old coal yard. Yeah, that water is up there. Digger won't be selling many beers today, that's for sure. Old Williams is in bad shape too. They're flood ravaged. There's a car of somebody sitting over there. I don't know. Truck or something. Nah, that's just a pile of junk, looks like, or something washed up. It just refuses to quit raining. There's even a couple of dogs. Well, let's move on. Right in front of the Crawford's Wholesale Plumbing. And you can see Rufus's trailer. I mean, they ain't gonna serve no meals in that for a while. Nice refrigerator turned over. There's old BP gas. It's up to the windows on that. That's old Lock store again. We were looking at it a while ago. Oh, that's Front Street Grocery. This is Front Street, evidently. I mean, Rufus's place is wrecked. And it's not up in Crawford's Plumbing, it's just up to it. Well, let's move on. Well, here we are. Now we're on Oak Street. That's looking at the old building. It used to be Harold Armstrong's meat. I really don't know what it is now, but it's on Oak Street. You can tell the water's quite a ways up in there. Water everywhere. Well, let's move on. Here we are right in front of the Cow Palace. You can see, and Azo's joint. There's the Cow Palace right there from the front side. I mean, that water is up. And Azo's pub. Looks like it's just about to the window in Azo's pub. There, it turned over his ice machine or something. The old stockyards out there in the foreground. I mean, it's completely underwater. There's an old truck. Merry Christmas, Azo. Looks like you got a watery Christmas. It ain't funny, but it's just well laugh. It's to be sad. Nothing you can do about it, but look at it. Well, let's move on. Well, folks, here we are again. This is about the place we started. Back to the old horse barn. You can see it's still up around it, and if it's going down any, it's awful little. We're filming out the windshield now due to the rain and getting all over the camera. Well, folks, it's been nice taking you through this little tour. There's a lot of people that won't have a Merry Christmas. But this little episode will show people tomorrow just how high the water was today. This is your cameraman, Red Johnson, bidding you good morning from the Johnston Farms Camera System Incorporated. Good morning.